So I'm Ramsey Thompson. I'm here with C&T, here with Ralph McDoogan, Public Defender's Office. Ralph.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of crazy stuff going on with the Public Defender's Office, and I hear you've been targeted. Do you want to talk to us about what's been going on?
Yeah, so to be frank with you, there's a gang. I'm sure most people know them. They hang out on Grove Street. Purple Gang? What are they called? I don't remember what they're called, but they wear purple.
Something East Side, I think, at the moment, yeah.
East Side, yeah, East Siders. So these East Siders have been calling me nonstop, saying they're gonna keep trying to kill me and they're gonna kidnap me, blah blah blah. And to be frank with you, they've been acting on these threats. You know, it's been pretty rough, but I'm getting through it.
What do you know about why they're targeting you?
It's over a ring. I have no idea. They keep saying that I stole a ring off of them. I've offered, you know, I told them, hey, if you want me to replace the ring, I'll replace it. But like, you know, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, right? Like, but I make lawyer money. So like I told them, you know, I got enough money if you need me to replace it, just to get you guys to fuck off for a bit. You know what I mean? So,
right.
But no dice.
So yeah, we've kind of met up with some of these people because we were doing some things, and it came up in conversation that somebody with red hair had stolen a ring from yeah, exactly. So
right.
somebody in that gang, and you know, it was a wedding ring, very sentimental to them, and they're willing to do just about anything to get it back, obviously. Do you know anything about these rumors that were circulated about Mon Nash being involved in this as well with you?
Nothing. No.
So Mon Nash the other day, state representative, was kidnapped at La Fruta Blanca, the governor's mansion, and he was accused. We got an anonymous call that we were able to verify most of the information, obviously not the accusing parts, that you and Joe Legg and a couple of other people plot with Mon Nash to be able to steal valuable items such as this wedding ring.
So
you know, it sounds like a pretty in-depth.
That's pretty funny. No, that's completely untrue, but it's a fun conspiracy theory. So I don't want to say that it doesn't happen, but it doesn't. No, I don't do that. I don't really even know Mon Nash, if I'm being honest with you. Joe's a coworker, and he's funny. Like, I hang out with him a lot, but I don't know. Maybe we are secretly plotting to steal everything with Paxton and the other Paxton and Mon Nash. And
No.
Maybe there's a whole conspiracy. Ooh, no, there's not.
Right. So, we've had a small chance to speak with some of the members on the South Side, like I said, about their point of view, and for some reason, they believe that they've had a conversation with somebody that either sounds like you or is you about extorting them for $100,000 for this kind of wedding ring, or
Right.
that maybe you said something in passing that was a joke like that. Is there any concrete proof to that?
It does sound like a joke I would make, but I don't think I did. Because again, if I'm being honest, I just want this all to be over with, right? I think at some point when this all started, I may have, because they were calling me from an anonymous number or something. And I told them, you know, maybe if $500,000 got word in my bank account, I might know what you're talking about. But like, no, I didn't even know who they were that were calling me. Give me one moment. Do you mind if I step away for a second?
No, you should be fine. We'll cut it here.
Give me one moment.
Yeah, obviously you're a pretty busy guy. For you, like, particularly off, like, off the clock, do you do anything in your spare time?
now a couple days now, I think last week.
Right, last week. Okay. How long have they been targeting you? Was it since you've been out there, or was it after that, or?
It wasn't the day of, but it was like 2 days after I was over there.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, Ralph. How do you feel about government officials being targeted this way on the regular? I mean, we've seen state representatives, like we just mentioned, getting kidnapped during the election. There was, Justine Stiletto was running against Paxton, got shot in the head. And then, obviously, Bex Lawson's been kidnapped and attacked a few times. Do you feel like the state is doing enough to protect you? Do you think that you should be protected more than the average person because of your position, or just because you're being targeted, or what?
So it's a weird situation. I've been under investigation before, and I think after all this is said and done, even though I'm completely innocent, again, there's going to be another investigation on me, right? Recently, there was a constitutional change where Paxton has reserved the right to, I guess, fire PDO people. Not really fire us, but he can replace the head of the public defense office. So, pretty much, if he told my boss right now to fire me, he'd either have to fire me or he'd get fired, right? So it creates this weird dynamic where it feels like it's me against everyone, because I'm fighting for my job. I have to be clocked in. I have to go to these cell calls, but at the same time, these ballers are calling me, and I go to meet up with a client, and I get kidnapped by 5 ballers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hell, I got called to meet up with Cole Gordon. I go there. Cole Gordon's not there. You know who's there? 5 fucking ballers, right? So no, I mean, for me personally, I definitely wish. I mean, to be fair, the cops have saved me in a lot of these situations, but I wish there was more action to stop it from happening at all than to react to it, right? Because at the end of the day,
a proactive force,
right? Because they're not hiding it.
Yeah, as a public defender and somebody who, you spend your time defending the public, and that's your choice to do so rather than act privately and
Right.
do other things, right? What is, just to be kind of clear, why do you do that?
So I'm one of those people who I believe everyone deserves a chance, and I believe that it's a lot easier for officers and DOJs to pin stuff on criminals. The criminals, or let's not call them criminals, let's call them customers. Clients? I like customers. I think customers is funnier, even though they don't pay me. Anyway, so the customers, they don't really get a good chance at a defense without us. Because, again, those situations can get heated from both sides. The cops, the criminals, the customers, whatever you want to call them. They both get pretty heated, and it gets into a spot where if a lawyer isn't there, it just turns into back and forth bickering, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I like doing this stuff is because I can kind of mitigate that. I can be the thing that stops that back and forth and tries to not even get them out of trouble so much as give them a chance to articulate what they want to articulate instead of just screaming down each other's throats. And it goes both ways.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So as somebody who's spent, you spend a lot of your time defending people like this, do these kinds of actions make you not want to be?
Yes. I'm very much considering going over to the DOJ. Because after all this, I'm starting to realize, I used to think cops are way too harsh on these criminals, right? But now that I'm at the receiving end of it, and it's targeted, and they just will not stop under any circumstance, no matter how I try to hash it out with them, I kind of understand, yeah, the reason they're going to prison for this long is because they're just going to do it again. But again, I think that's just like this gang, the East Siders or whatever. They, they're probably repeat offenders, and I don't think they try to hide that.
Right. So, if you could do anything about it, what would you do?
A gang injunction.
What does that mean?
So a gang injunction would help identify members of the East Side Ballers and actively stop them from doing it. Think of it as a way to stop the East Side Ballers from continuing to organize themselves. I think that would be the only way to stop it. But I think gangs should not be able to be this open about the crime that they do and everything and get away with it. Targeting officials is borderline terrorist acts, right? And they're all just sitting on Grove Street doing the thing.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Ralph, for your time. We appreciate it. You stay safe, and we'll meet back up with everybody at some point in the future. In the meantime, we'll try to get the other side of the story written out as much as we can as well, and let the viewers decide on whatever they feel like.
Right.
And hopefully it ends with everybody still standing.
Yeah, there is some stuff I wanted to elaborate on at what personally happened with me and the Ballers, if that's okay.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Because they did kidnap me once. And I thought this was all squished and squashed after this kidnapping. Basically what they did, what is it called? They had like a script for me to read out, right? And I read out the script. I guess they probably recorded it or something. And they basically told me, give me the ring or this is going to happen. So I start frantically, reading through it. I'm pretty laid back, trying to relax, make them relax a little bit. And after being held for a while, they're like, okay, you probably don't have it, so we're just going to let you go, right? That was about 4 days ago, and now suddenly they're still on me, down my throat and everything. And I really don't know what to do. I don't know. If I could... When this goes public, I just want to say, for the record, and hopefully while I see this, and after seeing it in the news, maybe, they'll have the sense to say and see, hey, this guy's a public defender, why would he ever want to hurt us? And please leave me alone. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I had to say. Thanks.
All right. Now again, thank you for your time.
Perfect.
All right, this is Ramsey Thompson of CNT, signing out.